What would happen if we all began our mornings with one simple truth? That every day God stands ready to shield us, to guide us, and to walk with us through anything the world might bring. Imagine the strength in that. Imagine the confidence we could carry knowing that we don't face the day alone. Life can get loud, it can feel chaotic. The demands, the responsibilities, the uncertainties, they can pile up before the sun even rises. But here's the beauty of it: God's protection is like the stillness in the storm. A reminder that while we may not have all the answers, we have all the support we need. Each morning we get the chance to center ourselves, to take a moment, and to step into the day with the spirit of calm, knowing that God's got us covered. Start with gratitude. Before reaching for the phone, before checking emails, take a moment and thank God for the breath in your lungs, for the heart beating in your chest. When we ground ourselves in gratitude, it shifts our focus from what we lack to the abundance we already have. It's like putting on spiritual armor, fortifying us with the knowledge that we're not defined by our worries, we're strengthened by our faith. Next, seek His guidance, pray for direction in your day. Ask for wisdom in every decision, big or small. It's easy to get swept up in what's urgent, but when we take a second to lean on God, to ask for His input, we're reminded that we're part of something bigger than ourselves. Suddenly, the daily grind takes on purpose, the routine becomes meaningful, and even challenges start to look like opportunities to grow. When you step out in faith, you're not stepping out alone. God is there walking beside you, behind you, in front of you, surrounding you with His strength. He's your shield, your fortress, the reason you can stand tall, even when life tries to knock you down. And that confidence, that power, it's yours because you've claimed it. Every morning you've tapped into a well of strength, a power that no situation can shake. And that faith, it's contagious. When you move through your day with God's love in your heart, people can feel it. They see it in how you listen, how you speak, how you carry yourself. You become a source of encouragement, a light in someone else's life. That's no accident, that's part of the plan. Because when you start your morning in God's protection, you're not just preparing yourself, you're helping to uplift everyone around you. So every morning, remember to seek Him first. Find your strength in His presence, your guidance in His wisdom, and your peace in His love. Know that you're protected, that you're empowered, and that today is yours to face with courage. When you start your day with God, you're ready for anything. Go out there and make it count.
As you wake up and prepare for the day, think about where you place your trust. The world can feel uncertain, full of things we can't control. But imagine beginning each day with an unshakable anchor, a refuge you can turn to no matter what happens.
That refuge is faith. It's a place of safety and strength. It's like walking through a storm, yet knowing you have shelter, a safe space that shields you from the winds. Faith doesn't mean that the challenges will disappear. It means that, deep down, you're equipped to face them. It's not just about believing in good things, but trusting in a power far greater than anything you could ever see or understand. Faith connects you to God's promise to stand by you no matter what may come. Taking refuge in faith means allowing yourself to release fear and doubt. It means that when your mind wants to race ahead, imagining every what-if scenario, you can pause. You can breathe. You can remember that God is with you, and His strength fills every part of your day. When your mind fills with worry, you don't have to carry that burden alone. Let God shoulder it. You step into a space where you are protected, guided, and deeply loved. Faith isn't blind. It sees everything going on around you, but believes in God's ability to lead you through. There is a special peace that comes from this kind of faith. It's a confidence that radiates from the inside, a reassurance that allows you to face the world without being overwhelmed by it. People around you may feel anxious or frustrated, but your faith helps you move differently. You don't need to have all the answers because you trust in the one who does. It's a gift you give yourself, one that allows you to face uncertainty with courage and grace. When you take refuge in faith, you also remind yourself of your true identity. You're not just a collection of responsibilities, titles, or tasks to be completed. You are someone with a purpose, someone placed on this earth with meaning, and that purpose is protected by God. You are reminded that no matter how things look, you're held in the arms of someone who knows your heart, who understands your struggles, and who has designed you for something extraordinary. The more you take refuge in faith, the more your life becomes a testimony of it. People notice the calm, the strength, the resilience. You may never say a word about it, but they can feel it. They see that you walk through life with a different spirit, a spirit that speaks louder than any words ever could. In your peace, others find hope. In your strength, others is possible when you're connected to something greater than yourself. So every morning, start by stepping into this refuge of faith. Let it fill your heart, renew your spirit, and remind you of the protection that surrounds you. Take a deep breath and know that you are not alone. God is with you, shielding you, guiding you, and preparing you for whatever lies ahead. Let that truth be your foundation, your strength, and your refuge as you begin each day. Imagine the very first moments of your morning. Before you reach for your phone, before the world begins to call for your attention, you take a moment to pause and just be. In that quiet space, you open your heart in gratitude. You're simply thankful, thankful for the breath you're drawing, thankful for the day ahead, thankful that you've been given another chance to live, grow, and love. It's such a small thing, but it changes everything. This act of gratitude is a powerful shift in your spirit, and it sets the tone for your entire day. Gratitude isn't just about acknowledging what's good in your life, it's about focusing on the things that often go unnoticed, the blessings that we sometimes take for granted. The warmth of your home, the food you'll eat, the people who care about you, and even the challenges that have taught you something important. When you make gratitude your first priority, you're training your mind and heart to see abundance instead of lack. You're telling yourself that there's more to life than stress, that there's beauty and simplicity, and that joy can be found in even the smallest things. Starting your day with gratitude also grounds you. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by what's on your plate, to let worries about the future or regrets from the past creep in and cloud your mind. But when you pause to be grateful, you remind yourself of all that you already have. You're brought back to the present, to the here and now, where your blessings live. It's a reminder that today is a gift that doesn't come with guarantees or promises, but one that's full of potential and opportunities waiting to be realized. And gratitude does something powerful to your spirit. It humbles you. It opens your eyes to the fact that every good thing in your life is not there by accident. It's a reminder that no matter how hard you've worked or how much you've struggled, you didn't get here alone. There's a grace, a presence, something greater than you that has been there to lift you up, to protect you, to guide you. Gratitude lets you recognize God's hand in every part of your journey. In moments of joy, He was there celebrating with you. In moments of hardship, He was there carrying you through. Gratitude also shapes how you approach the people in your life. When you start your day with appreciation for what you have, you're more inclined to show love, kindness, and understanding. It becomes easier to forgive, easier to be patient, easier to empathize, because you're not coming from a place of scarcity or lack. You're coming from a place of fullness, of wholeness, of abundance. You see people through a lens of compassion, and they feel that. They feel your warmth, your authenticity, and they're drawn to it. Each morning, as you make gratitude your starting point, you're building a mindset of resilience and positivity. Gratitude gives you strength because it reminds you that no matter what comes, you are blessed. It's a quiet, powerful resolve that grounds you in a sense of purpose and helps you to move forward with confidence. Life may throw you challenges, but when you start each day with gratitude, you're starting from a place of hope. You're reminded that every day, even the difficult ones, hold something to be thankful for. So as you begin your day, let gratitude fill your heart. Let it be the first thought you have, the first feeling you welcome. Feel the power of it transform your outlook, strengthen your spirit, and prepare you to face whatever comes next. You'll find that with a grateful heart, you're equipped for anything, ready to make today matter, ready to find joy in the journey, ready to let love and faith guide you through. In the quiet of the morning, when everything is still and the day's noise hasn't yet crowded your mind, take a moment to pray for guidance. This isn't just about asking for a list of solutions or specific outcomes. It's about opening yourself to God's wisdom, allowing Him to lead you in ways you might not see on your own. When you seek guidance, you're not just asking for answers, you're inviting a presence into your life that will shape your thoughts, your decisions, and your spirit. Praying for guidance is a way of recognizing that while you may have plans and hopes for the day, you're willing to trust in something greater. It's an act of humility, a willingness to admit that you don't have all the answers and you don't have to. You're reaching beyond your own understanding, beyond the limits of your experience, and placing your path in God's hands. It's a beautiful surrender, one that brings both peace and strength, because you know that whatever the day holds, you're not facing it alone. You're walking with the Creator of all things, who knows what's best for you in ways you might not yet comprehend. In this prayer, you're asking for clarity, for discernment. There are so many voices and opinions that can pull you in different directions, so many distractions that can make you lose focus on what truly matters. But when you seek God's guidance, you're aligning your mind and heart with His purpose. You're asking for the wisdom to make choices that reflect His love, His grace, and His will for your life. You're setting an intention to move through your day with awareness and sensitivity, open to the quiet nudges and subtle insights that God places before you. Praying for guidance is also an act of trust. Sometimes we feel uncertain or hesitant, caught in the fear of making the wrong choice or missing an opportunity. But when you pray, you're affirming that God's direction will be clearer than any doubt. It doesn't mean that every step will be laid out neatly in front of you, but it does mean that as you take each step, you trust that He will reveal the next one. God's guidance often comes gradually, piece by piece, as you move forward with faith. And in that process, He's not only showing you the way He's building your character, teaching you patience and strengthening your resolve, When you pray for guidance, you're also seeking protection from distractions and temptations that might lead you astray. Life presents so many opportunities, but not all of them are meant for you. Some paths may look appealing, but can ultimately drain you or lead you away from your purpose. In prayer, you're asking God to help you recognize what truly aligns with His plan for you, to give you the courage to say no to what's not right, and to open the doors that lead to growth, peace, and fulfillment. God's guidance often means letting go of what feels comfortable or easy, but in doing so, you find a path that is meaningful and deeply aligned with your spirit. This guidance also brings you into a place of peace. When you begin your day by seeking God's counsel, you're less likely to be shaken by challenges or setbacks. You've already grounded yourself in faith, in the assurance that God is with you, steering you toward what is best for you. So if things don't go according to plan, you can rest in the knowledge that there's a greater purpose unfolding. You don't have to fight every battle or prove yourself in every situation. You can simply walk in confidence, trusting that God's wisdom is leading you, even when things look uncertain. Praying for guidance creates a space for God's voice to resonate within you throughout the day. It means you're inviting Him to be part of every conversation, every decision, every challenge you face. You're asking for His presence in the details of your life, for His hand in your relationships, your work, and your dreams. And the more you seek His guidance, the more attuned you become to His voice, learning to recognize His gentle promptings, His quiet reassurances, and His loving redirections. So each morning, take a moment to ask God to guide you. Ask Him to open your heart to what He wants to teach you, to help you walk in humility, courage, and wisdom. Pray not just for specific answers, but for an open heart, for the patience to wait on His timing, and for the strength to follow where He leads. Let this prayer be the first step in your day, a reminder that in everything you do, God is with you, guiding, supporting, and empowering you to fulfill the purpose He has set before you. Adversity is a word that can make us feel uneasy. It often brings images of struggle, challenge, and sometimes even fear. Yet hidden within adversity is a unique opportunity, a chance to discover strength we may not even know we possess. When we face hard times, we're confronted with a choice. We can allow the struggle to weigh us down, or we can find the courage to rise, to face the challenge, and to grow stronger in ways that only adversity can inspire. Strength in adversity is not about avoiding pain or pretending it doesn't exist. It's about confronting the reality of our situation with faith and resilience. There will be days when it feels like the difficulties are too much to bear, days when you're not sure how you'll get through. But it's precisely in those moments of vulnerability that true strength can begin to emerge. When you turn to God during these times, asking for His support, you tap into a power far greater than your own, a power that lifts you, carries you, and reminds you that you're never alone. Adversity has a way of showing us who we really are and what we truly believe. In good times, faith may feel easy, almost automatic, but when things get hard, when life throws obstacles in our path, that's when faith becomes an active choice. That's when you learn the depth of your resilience and the power of your determination. Strength in adversity means having the courage to keep going even when every part of you feels weary. It's the ability to say, this may be difficult, but I know that with God by my side, I can find a way through. There's a refining process that happens in hardship. Just as fire purifies gold, adversity can refine your character, shaping you into someone stronger, more compassionate, and more grounded in faith. It teaches you to lean not on your own understanding, but on God's wisdom. It teaches you patience, humility, and grace. And through it all, you become more aware of the strength that has always been within you, a strength that comes from knowing that you are held by God, that you are protected, and that you are loved beyond measure. When you face challenges, you're given the opportunity to grow in ways that success or ease could never teach you. Adversity forces you to develop resilience, to learn how to adapt, and to find a new level of resourcefulness. It pushes you to dig deeper, to discover parts of yourself you may never have needed to call upon before. And in this process, you learn that there's a strength within you that no external circumstance can take away. You realize that your strength isn't just in overcoming the struggle, but in enduring it with grace, with faith, and with a heart that remains open to love and to hope. Strength in adversity also teaches us the value of community. It reminds us that we don't have to go through life's hardest moments alone. When you reach out to others, when you allow yourself to lean on their support and share your burdens, you're reminded of the interconnectedness of all people. God places others in our lives to support us, to uplift us, and to remind us of His presence in every act of kindness and compassion. Adversity can help build relationships that are stronger and more meaningful, forged through shared experiences and the willingness to walk alongside one another in times of need. There's a certain beauty that comes from enduring hardship with grace. When you face challenges not with bitterness or anger, but with faith, you become a testament to God's strength within you. People see the light, they see your resilience, your hope, and your unwavering trust, and it inspires them. You become a source of encouragement for others who may be going through similar struggles. Your ability to find strength in adversity shows them that they too can overcome, that they too have a source of power within them that they may not yet have realized. Finally, strength in adversity is about trusting in God's greater plan. It's about understanding that while you may not see the full picture, God does. He knows what lies ahead, and He's using every trial, every difficulty to prepare you for something greater. Sometimes the path to purpose isn't a straight line. It's a winding journey with twists and turns, valleys and peaks, but each step, no matter how challenging, is bringing you closer to the person God created you to be. Adversity is not meant to break you. It's meant to build you, to strengthen your faith, and to draw you closer to Him. So when you face adversity, remember that it's a season, a chapter in your story, not the whole story. Remember that within you is a strength given by God, a strength that cannot be shaken. A strength that grows each time you rise to meet life's challenges with courage and faith. Let every struggle remind you of who you are, of what you believe, and of the power that's within you. Know that God is with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing you for the incredible things He has planned. In Him, you have all the strength you need to overcome anything that comes your way. In a world that can feel overwhelming with constant demands, setbacks, and moments of doubt, there is a profound source of security and strength waiting for you each day, the armor of faith. This armor is more than a metaphor. It's a powerful spiritual covering that protects, guides, and strengthens you in every situation. To embrace the armor of faith is to surround yourself with an unshakable trust in God, the confidence that He is with you, shielding you from fear and filling you with courage. The armor of faith starts in your heart. It begins with a deep conviction that God is greater than anything you face. This conviction acts as a shield, keeping doubts and fears from seeping in and weakening your resolve. When you fully embrace this armor, you're choosing to view the world and your challenges through a lens of faith. It's a mindset that says, I know my limitations, but I trust in God's unlimited power. I may not have all the answers, but I believe in the one who does. Wearing this armor means you approach each day with confidence, not because of your own strength, but because you know you're backed by a strength that surpasses understanding. This armor doesn't mean you won't encounter obstacles or hardships, but it does mean you have protection in those moments. Faith acts like a shield, deflecting the arrows of negativity, doubt, and fear. Every time you feel discouraged, that shield reminds you to trust in God's promises rather than give in to the temptation to worry or despair. There's a unique resilience that comes with wearing this armor. It keeps you grounded, steady, and assured even when life is unpredictable. You're able to face challenges head-on, knowing that while the storm may be fierce, your foundation is unmovable. Faith as armor also covers your mind, helping you control your thoughts and shift your focus to what truly matters. The mind can easily be swayed by worries, insecurities, and anxieties about the future. But when you wear the armor of faith, you actively choose to dwell on God's truth rather than the world's uncertainties. You remind yourself that God's love, power, and purpose for you are unchanging. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, you focus on the potential for growth, for healing, for strength, and for the fulfillment of God's promises. This mental armor helps you discern what is worth your attention, allowing you to let go of distractions and negativity that might otherwise drain your spirit. When you embrace the armor of faith, you're also equipping yourself with peace. There's a calm that comes from knowing that God is in control, a peace that allows you to move through your day without being shaken by circumstances. This peace isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you are protected. It's an inner stillness, a quiet confidence that keeps you from being consumed by the noise around you. And when others see this peace, they are drawn to it, curious about the source of your strength and calm. Your peace becomes a witness to God's presence in your life, showing others that true security doesn't come from circumstances, but from a deep, abiding trust in God. The armor of faith also emboldens you to take action, to live boldly and courageously. Knowing that God is with you, you're more willing to step out of your comfort zone, to pursue the dreams He's placed in your heart, and to face risk without being paralyzed by fear. This armor empowers you to live fully, not held back by doubt or worry, but propelled by a divine confidence. You can approach each day with a sense of purpose, knowing that you are equipped for whatever may come. When challenges arise, you can respond with resilience, knowing that your strength comes from something and someone greater than yourself. Embracing the armor of faith also deepens your compassion and kindness. When you're secure in God's love, you're able to extend that love to others without fear or reservation. You become more patient, more forgiving, and more understanding because you're not operating from a place of scarcity or fear. Your faith allows you to serve others with a full heart, knowing that God will meet your needs as you meet theirs. Wearing this armor means you're not just protecting yourself, you're empowering yourself to be a source of encouragement and hope for others. You're equipped to lift others up because you're rooted in God's grace, a grace that flows through you and into the lives of those around you. So each morning as you prepare for the day, remember to embrace this armor. It's not something you need to create or earn. It's a gift from God available to you in every moment. As you put on this armor, let it remind you that you are not alone. That you are not alone. That you are surrounded by a love and power greater than any challenge you'll face. Let it remind you that God's protection is unwavering, His guidance is sure, and His strength is made perfect in your weakness. This armor of faith isn't a shield that keeps you from living fully. It's a source of courage that frees you to live each day with boldness, kindness, and joy, knowing that, come what may, you are held in God's loving hands. Embrace it, trust in it, and let it guide you as you face each day with a heart full of peace and a spirit filled with strength. Believing in your purpose means embracing the truth that you are here for a reason. You're not here by accident or mere coincidence. There's a unique purpose within you, a calling placed in your heart that only you can fulfill. When you believe in your purpose, you're recognizing that God has woven meaning and intention into every fiber of your being. Your strengths, your passions, and even your struggles are all part of a larger plan. Believing in this purpose is not just a mindset, it's an act of faith and commitment to live in alignment with who you were created to be. Purpose isn't always a loud, clear voice telling you exactly what to do. Sometimes it's a gentle nudge, an interest, a skill, or a passion that draws you. It may come in unexpected ways, revealing itself gradually over time, but believing in it means trusting that you are being guided, that the path before you is one God has designed specifically for you. This belief gives you a sense of direction and peace, knowing that your life has meaning beyond the surface level, a purpose that aligns with a divine plan. When you believe in your purpose, you're not just living for yourself, you're aware that your purpose is tied to something greater, something that touches the lives of others. You're a part of God's tapestry, a unique thread that contributes to a larger picture, impacting people around you and beyond. Believing in your purpose allows you to see your life as a tool for good, as a means to serve, uplift, and bring positive change to others. Your purpose is more than personal ambition. It's a calling that ripples outward, affecting those you encounter in ways you may never even fully understand. This belief in your purpose can be a powerful anchor, especially in difficult times. When you face obstacles or setbacks, it's easy to question your path or doubt your abilities, but holding on to your purpose provides you with a source of resilience. You know that the journey won't always be easy, but you're also aware that every challenge is refining you, preparing you for what lies ahead. Believing in your purpose means trusting that even setbacks are part of your growth, that God uses every experience to shape you into the person you're meant to become. Sometimes believing in your purpose requires courage to stand out or take a risk. You may feel called to pursue something unconventional or different from what others expect of you. But when you truly believe in your purpose, you find the strength to move forward, despite doubts or criticisms. You're able to say, this is my path, this is what I'm meant to do, and walk in that truth with confidence. Purpose is personal. It's unique to you. And when you accept that, you're freed from the need for approval or validation from others. Your purpose becomes the guiding force, giving you clarity and determination to follow where God leads. Believing in your purpose also brings a deep sense of fulfillment. When you're aligned with what you're meant to do, there's a joy that comes from within, a peace that can't be shaken by external circumstances. You feel alive, engaged, and motivated. Work doesn't feel like a burden, it feels meaningful. You're driven by a passion that sustains you, a desire to grow, to improve, and to give back.
Purpose gives you a reason to rise each morning knowing that you're contributing to something meaningful, something that goes beyond temporary success or recognition.
Moreover, when you believe in your purpose, you become a light for others. People are drawn to that confidence, that sense of knowing that comes from someone who is living with intention. Your life becomes an inspiration, a reminder to others that they too have a purpose, that they too can find direction and meaning in their lives. Your purpose allows you to serve as a role model, to encourage others to seek out what they're meant to do and to walk that path of courage. By embracing your purpose, you're giving others permission to do the same. Believing in your purpose is also a journey of trust. It's understanding that you may not have all the answers, that you may not see every step clearly, but you trust that God is guiding you. It's a journey of faith, believing that your path will unfold in its time and that every moment, every experience is part of your purpose. Sometimes you may feel lost or uncertain, but those moments are opportunities to reconnect, to pray, to seek God's wisdom, and to reaffirm your commitment to the path He has set before you. So as you move through each day, hold on to the truth that your life has purpose. Live with an open heart, ready to follow where that purpose leads you. Let it guide your actions, shape your decisions, and fuel your dreams. In believing in your purpose, you're honoring the life God has given you, a life that is meant to make a difference. Trust in this purpose, nurture it, and let it be the foundation that empowers you to live fully, courageously, and joyfully. Radiating positivity and compassion means choosing to embody the qualities that uplift not only your own spirit, but also those of everyone you encounter. It's a conscious decision to bring light into the world, to be a source of warmth, encouragement, and understanding. When you radiate positivity, you're not simply being cheerful, you're sharing a strength and resilience that can inspire others to see the best in themselves and their circumstances. And when you show compassion, you're offering a kindness that recognizes the humanity in each person, a gesture that says you matter and you're not alone. Radiating positivity begins with a mindset. It's about viewing challenges as opportunities, choosing gratitude over complaints, and believing in the goodness of life even when things are hard. This doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it means acknowledging life's ups and downs while choosing to focus on the things that bring joy, hope, and peace. This attitude can be contagious when others see you approaching life with optimism. It encourages them to do the same. Your positivity can be a beacon, helping others navigate their own struggles and reminding them that there is always something to be grateful for, always a reason to keep going. This positivity flows into your words and actions. When you speak, you have the power to build others up or tear them down. By choosing words that encourage, uplift, and affirm, you're spreading seeds of positivity that can take root in someone's heart. A kind word, a genuine compliment, or a simple "I believe in you" can have a profound impact. People often carry hidden burdens, and your words might be the very encouragement they need. So when you radiate positivity through your speech, you're actively choosing to create a space where others feel valued and seen, a space where they can feel hopeful and empowered. Compassion is the natural companion to positivity. It's the act of opening your heart to the struggles of others, of seeing beyond yourself and acknowledging the experiences of those around you. Compassion is not about fixing someone's problems, it's about being present with them in their time of need. It's a willingness to listen without judgment, to offer support without expecting anything in return. When you radiate compassion, you're saying, "I see you, I hear you, and I'm here for you." This simple act of empathy can make an incredible difference in someone's life, reminding them that they are valued, respected, and not alone. Compassion also teaches you to be patient and understanding to accept people as they are. Everyone has a unique journey. Compassion allows you to respect their process without rushing them or imposing your own beliefs. When you show genuine compassion, you're giving others the space to be authentic, to share their vulnerabilities without fear of judgment. This creates an environment where people feel safe, supported, and loved, a space where healing and growth can flourish. Radiating compassion in this way can transform relationships, building deeper connections based on trust and empathy. When you radiate positivity and compassion, you create a ripple effect. Your kindness and optimism don't just impact the people you interact with directly, they extend outward, influencing the way others treat each other. A single act of compassion can inspire someone else to do the same, creating a chain reaction of goodwill and positivity. This ripple effect can spread far beyond what you may ever realize. The kindness you show today can touch lives in ways that reach across communities, sparking small but meaningful changes that brighten the world. Living with positivity and compassion also enriches your own life. It fills you with a sense of purpose, a feeling that you are contributing to something good, something bigger than yourself. When you radiate kindness, you're not only lifting others, you're nourishing your own soul. The energy of positivity and compassion attracts more of the same into your life, surrounding you with people who share similar values and creating a support network based on mutual respect and love. The more you give, the more you find yourself filled with peace, joy, and a profound sense of fulfillment. Choosing to radiate positivity and compassion is also an act of resilience. It takes strength to be kind in a world that can often feel harsh or indifferent. It takes courage to stay hopeful when circumstances are difficult. But each time you choose compassion over criticism, each time you choose to see the good, you're strengthening your own spirit. You're proving that no matter what happens around you, you have the power to decide what happens within you. This inner strength becomes a fortress of peace, allowing you to move through life with grace regardless of external challenges. Radiating positivity and compassion is a powerful way to live out your faith, reflecting God's love in everything you do. When you extend kindness, patience, and understanding to others, you're honoring the divine spark within them and within yourself. You're choosing to see people through a lens of love, to act in a way that aligns with the principles of mercy, grace, and forgiveness. Your positivity and compassion become a living testament, showing others what it means to live with a heart that's open and a spirit that's willing to serve. So each day, make the choice to radiate positivity and compassion. Approach every interaction with the intention to uplift, to be kind, and to spread joy. Let your presence be a source of comfort and encouragement. Be the kind of person whose light shines so brightly that others feel it, even from afar. And as you do, know that your efforts, no matter how small, are making a difference. You're creating a world where kindness is valued, where love is shared, and where hope is shared, and where hope thrives. Embrace this power and let your life be a beautiful example of positivity and compassion in action. Staying consistent in faith is one of the most powerful commitments you can make, not only for your spiritual journey, but also for your emotional well-being and overall sense of purpose. Faith, by its very nature, requires steadfastness. It's a trust in something beyond what is visible, an unwavering belief that no matter what life throws your way, God is present, guiding you and working all things for your good. But faith is not just about moments of clarity or inspiration. It is about staying consistent in that belief, even when the road is uncertain, when doubts creep in, and when circumstances are tough. The consistency in faith isn't something that happens overnight. It's a discipline, a choice made daily and often moment by moment. Life is filled with highs and lows, victories and struggles. During times of triumph, faith may feel effortless. It's easy to believe when things are going well, when blessings are abundant, and when life seems to align with your desires. But true consistency in faith is tested during the challenges. It's in the trials, the heartbreaks, the disappointments that our faith is refined and strengthened. This is when it's most important to remember that faith isn't based on the temporary, it's rooted in the eternal. When you choose to stay consistent in your faith, you choose to trust in God's timing, His wisdom, and His plan. Even when you can't see the way forward, you choose to walk by faith and not by sight, knowing that God sees the full picture while you only see the pieces. In the midst of uncertainty, consistency in faith allows you to hold fast to the promises of God, to remember that He is faithful and that He will never leave you nor forsake you. It's in this trust that you find peace, knowing that whatever comes, God will be with you through it all, providing the strength and guidance you need. One of the challenges of staying consistent in faith is overcoming doubt. Doubts are natural, especially when we face difficult or confusing situations. But doubt doesn't mean your faith is gone. It simply means you are being tested. In those moments, consistency in faith means you choose to trust even when you don't have all the answers. It means leaning into God, acknowledging your fears and uncertainties, but not allowing them to dictate your beliefs. Instead, you remember the times when God has been faithful before, and you trust that He will continue to be faithful in the future. Doubt is a part of the human experience, but it doesn't have to shake the foundation of your faith. Consistency in faith means recognizing the doubt, but not allowing it to become the loudest voice in your life. Staying consistent in faith also means remaining grounded in your relationship with God through regular prayer, reading the scriptures, and worship. These spiritual disciplines are not just rituals, they're not just rituals, they are tools that keep your heart and mind aligned with God's will. Prayer allows you to communicate with God, to bring your burdens, your joys, your concerns, and your thanks before Him. It's an ongoing conversation that deepens your trust in His guidance. Reading the scriptures provides you with wisdom, encouragement, and reminders of God's faithfulness throughout history. It helps you keep His promises at the forefront of your mind, especially when you're tempted to doubt. Worship, whether alone or in community, keeps your focus on God's greatness and love, reminding you that He is worthy of your trust and devotion, regardless of your circumstances. Consistency in faith also means being resilient in the face of temptation and discouragement. It's easy to become disheartened when things don't go according to plan, when the prayers seem unanswered, or when life becomes overwhelming. But in these moments, staying consistent in faith means pressing forward, choosing to believe even when everything around you feels chaotic. It means resisting the temptation to give up, to turn away, or to let go of the promises God has spoken over your life. Instead, you hold firm, knowing that even in your weakness, God's strength is made perfect. You keep pressing on, trusting that every step you take is one step closer to His purpose for you. There is also a power in being consistent in faith within community. Surrounding yourself with others who share your belief can help you stay strong in your commitment, especially in times when your own faith is wavering. There's strength in numbers, in shared prayer, and in mutual encouragement. A community of believers helps you stay grounded, offering reminders of God's truth and love when you need them most. In these relationships, you find support and understanding, as others can relate to the struggles and triumphs of living by faith. Together, you build each other up, reinforcing the consistency in your faith that comes from walking this journey together. Ultimately, staying consistent in faith is about holding on to the eternal hope we have in Christ. It's remembering that your current circumstances do not define your destiny. It's understanding that God's love is unshakable, that His purpose for your life is unchangeable, and that His plans are always for your good, even when the path is difficult. Consistency in faith is a choice to trust, to stand firm, and to rely on God's power instead of your own. It's a decision to hold tight to His promises and to allow His presence to be your foundation, your strength, and your peace. In the end, consistency in faith transforms you. It shapes your character, your responses to challenges, and your outlook on life. It deepens your relationship with God, allowing you to experience His presence in new and profound ways. When you stay consistent in faith, you're not just enduring life's difficulties, you're growing through them, becoming more like the person God created you to be. And in doing so, you become a beacon of hope for others, showing them that faith is not about perfection, but about persistence, trust, and an unwavering belief that God is faithful always. As we stand here today, let us remember that our journey is not just about navigating life's challenges, but about walking in the protection, strength, and guidance that God offers us each day. Starting your morning in God's protection isn't just a ritual, it's a foundation for the day, a reminder that we are never alone, that God's hand is on us, covering us, and leading us toward our purpose. Through faith, we can face any obstacle with resilience, knowing that His strength is our strength. When we embrace this faith consistently, when we stay grounded in His promises, we not only find peace and courage, but also radiate positivity and compassion to everyone around us. Our belief in our purpose becomes a powerful force, guiding us to serve others with love, kindness, and understanding. And as we grow in our faith, we become more equipped to handle adversity, more connected to our community, and more aligned with the divine purpose God has for our lives. Today, choose to believe in your purpose, to stay consistent in your faith, and to embrace the armor of God's protection. Walk in the assurance that each step you take is guided by His hand, each moment is filled with His grace, and every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow deeper in trust and strength. Let your life be a testament to the power of faith, radiating positivity, compassion, and love. With God at the center of your journey, there is no limit to what you can overcome, no barrier too great for His power. Keep moving forward with faith, knowing that He is always with you, always protecting, always guiding, and always loving.